We're looking at early coralroot today. One of the 3 coralroots that we have here in northern Minnesota. We've got early coralroot, spotted coralroot, and striped coralroot. And early is, by its very name, one of the first to come out. You can see I got some buddies with me here today, so they're helping me do some work. Early coralroot will grow in a variety of environments. I've seen it in swamps, though not as often as I have on high ground. I happen to be in a mixed white pine and red pine forest right now, but I've seen them in more of a mixed type of situation where there are some popple trees and birch trees and whatever. Again, like so many of the other orchids, they tend to be near trails. Although, as you can see through some of the video that I've had, this is a sunny day, and you can see this filtered light coming down through here, and that filtered light seems to serve them best. If this were an area where it was out in the open, where it was really bright sunlight at this time of day, I don't think they'd be growing here. 2 years ago, I couldn't go out without seeing early coralroot someplace. Everywhere I went, I seemed to stumble across it. Last year, I didn't see any. I didn't see a single plant last year. This year, walking this path, I did see the one stem a couple of days ago. I didn't have my gear with me, so I had to make a trip back here. But I saw one 2 days ago, and now today I found a second one. So there's kind of in between, not as much as there was 2 years ago, but certainly more than there was last year. So that kind of varies from year to year. The ones that I saw here today are both about 6 inches tall. I have seen them a little taller than that, maybe as much as 8 inches, but for the most part, they're pretty small. Green, there's no other color than green with them, so they do blend in fairly well. The one redeeming factor is that they are kind of a bright green, so they show up amongst the rest of the ground clutter here a little bit. Even if you've got some different types of greens of grasses and broadleaves, they'll pop out because they're a little brighter green than the rest of the ground cover around them. Today is June 7. I have seen them a little earlier than this in years past. They tend to stick around for a while. They should be visible and able to be seen for, probably about 3 weeks, or maybe a little better than 3 weeks. But they're a real common, though again erratic as far as years and growing. But they're a real interesting flower. It's one of those that when you walk by it, it doesn't really look like much, but when you get up close and you look at the individual flowers, they're pretty pretty. They're pretty good. They're real interesting in and of themselves. So I hope you get out and find some of these. It's beautiful weather. It sounds like we're going to have some beautiful weather for the next few days here. So get out in the woods, take a peek around, and see if you can find some of these. In the meantime, thanks for watching and enjoy.